Hello everybody, this is Monty with Flowers by the Bunch. So today I am going to make a pretty Christmas arrangement in a glass vase. So this is a glass cylinder. I think it's about 8.5 inches tall, filled with fresh water and a touch of fresh flower food. And we're going to start out by adding some greenery. So from Bugsy, I like to order a mixed bouquet of greenery. And so this is called the holiday, I think it's called a holiday gift bouquet. And so it's just a pretty mixture of fresh greens. And I love it because it's mixed and I can use it for several different arrangements. So I'm going to take it and I am going to break it apart and tuck it right down into my vase. I'm going to save the little pieces because with saving the small pieces, we are able to put those in centerpieces and things such as that, so it makes it really nice. All right, so I've added my magnolia, and next I'm going to add a little bit of Parfolia eucalyptus. And honestly, I'll probably add most of this toward the end of after I've put my flowers in. But I love the idea of lots of mixed greenery. I just threw my knife on the floor. Just pretty mixed greenery is always so pretty. Okay, I'm going to grab my knife. Next, we're going to come in with some line flowers. So the flowers Miss Victoria chose for me. She chose white wax as my line flower. So we're doing a Christmas theme. So I'm going to start out with my stock. Did I say wax? It's stock. It's white stock. Why did I say wax? Because this is not wax. So this is white stock. And I'm just taking these and I am going to add those. Oh, here comes Osa. Come on, sir. I'm just going to add those in a line up here at the top. And I just like to stagger them down. So I start with my tallest and then I just kind of stagger down my next one and then my next, okay? So that's 3 stems. Next, we're going to come in with some red colored daisies. So at Christmas time, often we get this pretty, it's almost a brick red daisy palm. And so I really think they're so pretty. And they're fun to work with. It gives us that really pretty pop of red. So I'm going to take that stem, cut it at an angle, and tuck one up high in that arrangement. Sometimes their little heads are broken, so you can just take and pop that little broken head right off. These shorter stems, I'm just going to set to the side. We'll use those in a centerpiece. Nestle those daisies right in. Now, I love a daisy because it's so long lasting. It's a really fun flower and it's long lasting. So I am all about pretty daisies in a flower arrangement. All right, there's our red colored daisies. Next, we've got some gorgeous spray roses. So these are a garden spray rose. They are a David Austin spray rose, so they're really big and showy. Lots of pretty blooms. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to turn my flower arrangement around real quick, and I'm going to see exactly where I need to nestle this guy into this arrangement. So this one, the first stem, I'm going to nestle right here in the center, okay? I'm going to give it a little bit of height and nestle him right there in the center. And then my second stem, I'm going to pop one of those off, cut that stem at an angle, and he's going to go down toward the bottom of the vase, just kind of deep down toward the bottom, okay? Next, we're going to come in with some beautiful red roses. So these red roses, I am not even sure the variety. You know, most often the variety that we get is red hearts, but they didn't have any available this week. So this is just a pretty red variety. I'm not exactly sure the name, but what I'm going to do, I just cut some florist wire and I'm going to wire this rose. So I'm going to take that wire, press it right there into the calyx and twist it right around that stem. Now what this wire does is it gives us a little more insurance. It's going to guarantee that this little head is not going to droop if in case our flower arrangement does not have enough water. So I'm taking that wire, pressing it into that calyx, twisting it right around that stem. And I'm pulling off any of the foliage that might fall below the water line, but leave that pretty foliage on if you can. If the foliage is pretty, leave it on there. That is free foliage. It comes on the flower, so leave that pretty foliage on. Pull back any of the petals that don't look pretty. Go ahead and just pull those back. Turn around my arrangement real quick. I'm going to see exactly where I want to tuck it. So my first rose is going to go here, kind of high in the arrangement. So there's our first rose. My second rose we're going to stagger down. So probably right in that area, just kind of stagger it down. Okay, so there's two pretty roses. And then our third rose, we're going to just tuck a little lower right there in the bottom, right about here. All right. So there's our pretty red roses. Next we have two stems of green trick. I love green trick Dianthus. It is in the carnation family, and if you look at their stems really closely, it is a carnation stem. And I love this lime green. It's just so fun. It reminds me a lot, and I've said this before, of the little Dr. Seuss trees in some of his little cartoons, Dr. Seuss cartoons. I tucked one here, and then I'm going to nestle one right here in the middle, just kind of staggered up from the bottom one. A little step up. All right, so to finish this arrangement, we're going to add some gold Israeli Ruskus. So Israeli Ruskus is a fairly inexpensive foliage, very long lasting. And they have a Christmas pack where Budsy has painted the different foliage. We got it in red, white, and this beautiful gold, and I thought this would be a perfect accent to this arrangement. So I'm going to use it kind of like a line flower. Give us a little bit of height with those pretty pops of gold. Just kind of nestle that right into that arrangement. And then, so the gold kind of is used as an accent, I am going to, and you can see that it's pretty flat on the back side. I wanted all my flowers to really show, so that's the reason our flowers are on the front versus the back here. Oh, so sit down, buddy Roo-Roo. There you go. So there is our flower arrangement. So to add a little to the accent of this gold, I chose from our website. We have a Shopify website where we have beautiful Christmas ribbon and different varieties. So this is called mistletoe and hollyberry, and it has a little bit of a gold metallic throughout. I love that it's on a cream ribbon, so it doesn't just scream Christmas, but it really is a beautiful holiday look. So I'm going to take this wired ribbon. We do have this available on our website. It is a 1.5 inch width of ribbon, and it is wired, so it is a very easy ribbon to use. I'm going to take and make a loop. I've got the print facing me, and I'm going to make a loop holding that ribbon between my thumb and my forefinger. I'm going to make a twist, a loop. Oop, I dropped it on the floor. A twist, a loop, a twist, a loop, and a twist. Okay, so there's our loopy bow. Grab you a pair of scissors and a piece of wire. And I'm going to take that wire, lay it under my thumb there where it's holding that ribbon, bend it down, and make a good twist. Okay, there's our pretty loopy bow. Now I'm going to grab just a stem that I cut off one of the flowers, and I'm going to use that as my pick. Now the reason I like to do that is because number one, it's free. It was going in the garbage, and it works just the same as a wood pick, okay? So I'm turning my arrangement around. I'm going to trim that stem, and I'm going to tuck that bow right there in the front of that arrangement. And there is a Christmas arrangement to go out as a thinking of you bouquet. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Let me tell you real quick what flowers I used in this, just in case you didn't catch it. So we used red roses, red daisy palms. We used our garden spray roses. They are David Austin garden spray roses. We used white stock. Why, that just escaped me. White stock and green trick. We used mixed evergreen foliage, painted Israeli Ruskus, and a little bit of eucalyptus. And our ribbon is from our website, and it is mistletoe and holly berries. Guys, you have a wonderful day. If you have any questions, if you have any questions about how we do things here at the shop, please don't hesitate to ask. Do me a great big favor, give me a thumbs up on this video, and be sure to subscribe to our channel. Guys, have a great day. We'll see you soon.